Just close your ad or I'm calling your dad. Girl, we all know you don't use Neutrogena foundation every day. Just collect your paycheck and go. Hashtag spawn of Satan. If there's anything that my channel has become, it's about A, being dewy, and B, calling out undisclosed sponsorships. Last decade, I did a video talking about undisclosed sponsorships. I talked about 10 products I believed were pushed through an undisclosed sponsorship and gave examples and stuff. And I think just the general theme of that video was talking about certain tactics that I've seen used by beauty YouTubers to get away with doing undisclosed sponsorships. What I don't think I touched on enough in that video was Instagram, which is a whole other beast from YouTube. YouTube, I think because of the comment section and just because of the fact that it's a video, I guess, people are less bold and I guess less obvious with their undisclosed sponsorships, whereas Instagram I think is just rife with them. I think I focused more on the YouTube side of things in my last video, but all throughout December I would just screenshot any type of undisclosed sponsorship I could find. And I have a folder called Spicy Receipts.
Child. Anyway, so
where I just basically saved any undisclosed ad I can find from a lot of bigger influencers who I actually watch and follow and do enjoy the content that they produce a lot of the time. So I had this folder on my phone. I wasn't really sure if I wanted to do anything with it, but I tweeted about it. And then y'all were like, make a part 2 to the undisclosed sponsorships video. So that's what I'm doing today. I'm just gonna go through this folder with you guys and show you guys what I've found. And yes, this is calling out and this is to call out the shadiness that I see going on. But I don't have any ill will towards these people. I just want them to be transparent with their ads and disclose properly, because I do believe that they have a very big responsibility. They have a huge audience of a lot of young teenage girls who a lot of them don't know better and don't know when they're being advertised to. And I also want to stand up for small influencers on my side of the community, because when bigger influencers are caught doing undisclosed ads and get backlash for that, I feel like a lot of people just immediately think that everybody in the beauty community is doing it wrong. Because when the bigger players are caught doing shady stuff like this, I think it reflects poorly on the rest of the community, and I just want to see change in 2020, honestly, and I don't know how people get away with this. So without further ado, let's do this.
Honey, you've got a big storm coming.
Why the you lying? Why you always lying? Oh my god.
I suppose I also want this video to reflect on the brands, because they're part of the problem. Brands are letting the influencers that they pay not properly disclose that it's an ad. And I think you're going to see a lot of the same brands in this video who are allowing people to do this. So I think part of the responsibility falls on the brand itself too. So starting off, I wanted to start with Makeup by Alina. She's a Canadian influencer, so I suppose the rules of like the American FTC don't necessarily apply to her, but I'm pretty sure Canada also does have like ad regulations. So and as far as I can tell, these two posts I've screenshotted blow right past those. Both of these I find particularly problematic because they're both advertising cosmetic treatments. This first one, so happy with the treatments I got done at Skinjectables. Nurse Glenda was amazing. She educated me about my options, made me calm during the procedures, and most of all gave me the exact results I was looking for. I still look like myself but enhanced. If you're looking for an experienced filler / Botox injector, Skinjectables is the place for you. I honestly don't think this was necessarily a paid ad. She probably just got free injections, non-surgical rhinoplasty, as well as facial injections. More than likely, she probably just got the injections done for free, so probably around like $2,000 worth of work, and then in return posted this, and basically her compensation was the free treatments. So I guess while money wasn't necessarily being exchanged, she clearly got these procedures done for free or for discounted rates and didn't disclose that. So it is basically an ad, and I think you can tell that just by the language. Like, it doesn't sound like something that somebody just typed up as their caption. Alina's interesting to me because she's one of the few people I'm talking about in this video that doesn't have a YouTube channel. She's just on Instagram. She has a huge platform as well. She's very talented at makeup. I've followed her for years because her eyeshadow looks are beyond inspiring, and she's really pretty. She has a great platform going on. I didn't go searching for this post or have it sent to me. I just found it. I was scrolling through my feed and this was in my feed, and I just read the caption. I was like, why do people I follow do this? She also has another very similar post. Looking at you, looking at me. Thank you to the Powder Room CA for always making sure my lips look perfect. They're the best at what they do. So clearly another instance of getting lip fillers, probably getting free lip fillers, and then in return posting about them and tagging the people who did it. Obviously, I'm not against cosmetic procedures, and I'm definitely not against sharing them. I think being transparent about that type of thing is great, and that is what I sought to do with my surgery earlier this year. But I think if you're getting the procedure done for free, I think it is incredibly shady to not disclose that. By the way, I'm wearing my Flower Child merch. I'm a terrible YouTuber. I forgot to even plug my own merch. Plug.
Okay.
I sat down and rewatched the footage of this video. I look like a rat, and that's not gonna change. At least I'm ratting on the right people. So dumb. There's an example of where you say like hashtag brand partner and it's not disclosing, but it's not disclosing. I want to mention this because as obvious as this is a sponsored post to me, I feel like sometimes when people put brand partner, some people think that maybe they're just doing this because they're like a partner with a brand and they love the brand a lot, so they post this out of the goodness of their hearts.
No. Well,
Instagram also makes it very easy for people to disclose. There's an option for business accounts to add on like paid partnership with Neutrogena makeup or whoever you're partnered with. But I think this is a really common thing to just see like hashtag brand partner rather than like saying hashtag ad. I did comb through quite a few like bigger beauty influencer accounts looking for things like this, but none of them were a gold mine quite like Roxetta Reese's account. Roxa has a channel, I don't watch her, but I do follow her on Instagram. She posts a lot of undisclosed ads. This first one, look at that coverage. I'm just gonna act out these captions for you guys. Smashbox Cosmetic Studio Skin Full Coverage 24-Hour Foundation does not play. It literally covers everything with 4Gs. I need it to. Dark circles, scarring, hyperpigmentation, and any sorts of breakouts I get. And the best part, it actually stays looking flawless and matte all day long. No oily T-zone here. Wearing the shade 3.02, you can get it at Sephora, hashtag SBX Full Coverage. General rule of thumb, if someone's Instagram caption like tells you explicit direct details of like where to purchase this is available now at Sephora or launching at Sephora on whatever, and it doesn't have ad in it, unless it's like a makeup releases page, it's probably a sponsored post. But this one in particular, there's no hashtag like Smashbox partner or anything like that. It's just hashtag Smashbox Full Coverage. This is a caption I feel like could fool anyone who is naive, or like honestly probably me in like 2016 when I was first getting into the beauty world. I thought people post about products because they genuinely love the product and there's nothing else behind that. And from the language of the caption, if you didn't know better, it would just seem like she really loves this foundation and loved it so much that she wanted to post a dedicated post about it. So it's not disclosed at all, but also I think it's kind of telling that Smashbox approved this caption without a disclosure, so I think Smashbox is responsible too. Another similar one, she did 2 posts for Bondi Sands Liquid Gold Foam, which is a self-tanning product, I believe. Here in Miami, celebrating Bondi Sands Liquid Gold Foam coming to the US. Available now at Walgreens, hashtag Bondi Sands Liquid Gold Foam, and then outfit details. And then another one, looking for the dessert table and drenched in Bondi Sands Liquid Gold Foam. Love that I can just apply and get my glow on the go. Now at Walgreens, hashtag Bondi Sands Liquid Gold Foam. Again, like any caption that tells you where to buy the product. Usually it's a sponsored post. For what I can tell, she's on the brand trip for the product. But I think with brand trips, even though sometimes like with brand trips, you're not really compensated on top of that. It's just like they're taking you on the trip. So in return, you post about them. I do still think it's important to like say that you're being compensated for talking about the product, whether it's in money or in like a trip or free stuff like that. So I guess it's kind of like another way you can get around the rules of like, because there's no money being exchanged, or maybe in this case there is, that's another like layer to that, you can get around like not saying hashtag ad. It's clearly an ad. I don't think adding hashtag ad to the bottom of this caption would do anything, because there are other posts she has where she does say hashtag ad and like nobody cares. It's still a nice picture. It like doesn't change anything to add hashtag ad. It's just another layer of like adding to the illusion that you're not getting paid for this post, which you are. And then beyond that, she has a bunch of those like hashtag brand partner posts where it's again like not a disclosure but not a disclosure. So this one for Amika, another one for It Cosmetics. So again, this is just kind of like an alarm bell for me to like look out for these brands and look out for posts on Instagram involving these brands, because if they're not making people they work with properly disclosed, then it is something I like to look out for. Amanda Ensing is somebody that you guys tell me I look a lot like. I don't. She's so pretty.
Oh hi, thanks for checking in. I'm still a piece of garbage.
But I do follow her, and for the most part she's pretty good about disclosing. She does do a lot of sponsored posts, but they're usually properly disclosed. There's this one with Too Faced I found where it's hashtag Too Faced partner, but which I found this one like towards the end of my search, so at that point I was just like, is this even major enough for me to screenshot? Like, I'm so tired.
Imagine how tired we are.
There had been so many other like worsely disclosed posts where I was just like, this one I'm not like super fired up about, but I think I just got desensitized to like the amount of egregiously disclosed posts I saw. But there's this one post that caught my eye. My face went at Sephora has a sale. I got to sneak peek hashtag Sephora with my Fresh Beauty fam, and it was legit. Sephora is Sephora's brand new beauty convention, and I can't wait for y'all to see it. Make sure you stop by Fresh Beauty and try the Fresh Rose face cream. The hashtag Fresh Rose face cream. It's my holy grail moisturizer. Check out my stories to see more. It's kind of unclear to me if this is partnered with Sephora or Fresh Beauty. Probably both. Obviously don't know the direct method of compensation behind this, whether it's like attendance to this thing or like a long-term partnership or direct payment, but it's obviously like not like a natural caption. I think generally I can kind of tell when the language of a caption is pretty contrived in a way that it's obviously like advertising something. If the language is not natural, it's usually because it's not a natural post. The next post is from Kristen Dominique, and I was a little bit like kind of shocked to see this one because she does own her own makeup company, so like she doesn't need to do this to make money, but hey. This one is with the brand Shared Planet, which is a cosmetic brand. I think they're a really good brand. They bring awareness to endangered animals, and their proceeds go to charities that save animals. So I think it's a great, compassionate brand. This one caught my eye because it could have honestly fooled me. The post says, "I'm in love with the Shared Planet cause. It's the sweetest and most thoughtful cosmetic brand to bring awareness to endangered animals. I did this pretty pink look using the Polar Bear Collection eyeshadow palette and gloss. 20% of Shared Planet beauty sales go to charities that are saving animals this holiday. Comment below your favorite animal emojis." So like this post on its own doesn't really set off all the red flags for me because it's like a more charity-based brand. This is a brand that I would post like on my own feed, on my own volition, without being paid for it, because it's a brand that's supporting charities and a good cause. I would share them just like on my own free will without being compensated because it's a good brand. But she'd also done an ad with them for the Polar Bear collection that she does disclose with an hashtag ad. So 99% sure this post was also an ad too, but she didn't say anything in the caption. And also the whole like comment below your favorite animal emoji, usually that's a way to like flood the comment section. So if there is a comment that's like calling them out for not disclosing, it's like hidden with a bunch of bear emojis. So that was one that I did have to kind of double take on to make sure I was seeing it correctly, but it did, like on second confirmation, make sense to me that this was probably an ad. JD Wadey 180, she's an esthetician and a really beautiful makeup artist. She does have a YouTube, but she's more active on Instagram, so this is her biggest platform. There was a lot of material for me to go through, but this one stuck out to me in particular. This is a post with Makeup Forever, but she did a full face of Makeup Forever Ultra HD line. And she did this after a like brand trip she did with Makeup Forever, so this could be like just part of the compensation deal where it's like, we'll take you on this brand trip, but you have to do a full face on Instagram and like post it, list all the products she used. It's a long ass caption with many like Makeup Forever related hashtags, but no like hashtag ad or hashtag brand partner, whatever. It's obviously a sponsored post, but even if it is like obvious that it's a sponsored post, you still need to disclose it. Even if it's not a subtle ad, I think it's still necessary to disclose, and I think it's even more so necessary to disclose because you wouldn't write out this extra ass caption without being compensated. This one was actually DM'd to me by one of you guys because I was tweeting about it, and somebody saw the tweet obviously and sent me this one with the message, "I smell sponsored," which I also smell sponsored. This is from Dolce Candy. "We had so much fun at TJ Maxx styling my sister Wendy for the Max 50 challenge. Can you believe we created this entire fall look for just $50? Swipe through to get a glimpse of our shopping journey. TJ Maxx has always been one of my favorite places to shop because of their amazing deals and selection of super cute clothes and accessories. Share a photo of your great finds using Max 50 challenge," and then there's a link, and then hashtag MaxLife.
Let me...
This is not even like an Instagram ad, it's just a full-on commercial. Then of course TJ Maxx commented, "We love seeing all your amazing finds, especially that top." I blame TJ Maxx for this one, honestly. Not only did they approve this post with this caption, but then they comment like, "Oh, we love this post. Laws are being broken! Ooh, stop being a criminal." Last but not least, I have a post from Isabel Bedoya. She does a bunch of like those clickbait like Instagram tutorials for makeup where you have like the clickbait thumbnail and you drip things on your face. You know. I wanted to turn y'all on to my favorite Aussie skincare brand, Sand and Sky Australia. You did not just want to turn them on to your favorite brand. Basically, it talks about their Australian pink clay mask and their new Australian emu apple range, which I have their Australian emu apple serum and their pink clay mask and their Australian emu apple mask. They were sent to me in PR. There are 3 hashtags on this post. It's Isabel Bedoya, Sand and Sky Australia, and Glow Down Under. Those products were sent to me, but I always make clear that if you send things to be in PR, there's no guarantee that I'm going to feature them. It's just like you send things in PR for consideration to be featured. Usually when people are sent things to be featured, they also get paid alongside that. This is pretty clearly to me a sponsored post, especially because of the entire caption where it's like going through in depth the product claims and like what they're supposed to do. In reviews on YouTube, you generally do like give those product claims, but you generally don't like plug the Cyber Monday sale that's also going on. Those are the juiciest ones I like felt like I had something to talk about that I saved to my folder, but I have a lot more that I could go through. But I don't want this video to be a million years long, so in conclusion, those are just some of the things to look out for on Instagram to like be able to see sponsored posts and like things that you can look for to confirm whether or not what you're seeing is an ad. But just in general, I think it's important to stay vigilant. You are in control of your money, you are in control of what you spend, and you are in control of who you follow and who you support. And I hope in 2020 we can see influencers stop not disclosing and brands stop being okay with people not disclosing. I want to make it clear again that I make this video not out of wanting these influencers to be exposed or like have their platforms taken away from them. I just want them to do better, because honestly, going through the captions on all these posts, no one says anything, no one holds them accountable. And I don't know if that's just because people can't tell or people don't care, and I think people should care. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Make sure you are subscribed down below, and also follow me on Instagram to see makeup looks like this posted. If they're ever sponsored, which I don't really do sponsor posts on Instagram, but if they're ever sponsored, I will disclose it. So if you made it to the very end of this video, you get the bonus meme. I love you. Goodbye. Disclose your posts. You can collect your bag without being a shit rag. Try to scam people's hard-earned coin, and honestly, I'm gonna kick you in the groin. I'm not like these other hoes. I always properly disclose. No one notices the ads on your page because half your followers are underage.
A-part tip redact.
What?
A-part tip redact. Scavern.
What are you talking?
Rapper didn't scavern.